Good morning. Coach Ted here for another edition of Coffee with Coach Ted. Oh, there goes my signal. Here we go. Good morning. So I'm going to jump right into it today and talk about pets and ADHD. I want you to meet me, little big guy here. This is my buddy BZ. He looks a little weird because he had some surgery and they had to shave him. So this is my buddy. I introduced him to you before I talk about pets. So I'm gonna put him down. He's gonna go take a nap. It's nap time. So pets and ADHD. I was trying to think earlier the other day about what I wanted to talk about this morning, and I was actually lying in bed, and BZ was there with me, as he almost always is, and I was petting him, and he was purring, and I thought, this would be a great topic for a Coffee with Coach Ted. So, mostly obviously I can talk from my own experience of having a pet. Hi, Maggie, welcome. I don't know what I would do without him. And then actually he's getting older, he's 15. He's got some health issues. I know he's not gonna be around forever, and it does scare me a little bit. He is so sweet, very cuddly. He sleeps on the bed with me. He doesn't wake me up. I was doing some reading online about pets and ADHD, and people wrote about, this one woman wrote about how her cat always made sure she was up on time. He doesn't do that. But he knows when I'm awake, and as soon as I'm awake, he wants attention. He actually likes standing on my chest and rubbing his face against my chin. It's a very funny experience. But it's very soothing, and just having another live being in the house makes it, just there's a little more life here. It's not just me by myself. And I find that makes a big difference in terms of how I feel. Oh my goodness. Oh, Maggie writes that she has 7 cats of her own and she's fostering another 9. That's 16 cats. Maggie, you are really a cat lady. There's no doubt about it. Thanks for sharing that. So I did some research and looked up what people say online about cats. About pets. Now, a lot of what they say has to do with dogs, because hi, Patty. Dogs are much more active. Obviously, there's a big difference between having a cat and having a dog. And a lot of the benefits people write about are the benefits of having a dog. Boy, Karen, hi, good morning. Such things as having a schedule. A dog needs to be, both cat and dog need to be fed, and but dogs need to be walked. Which is, you have to make sure that happens morning and evening, right? So it helps to stick to a schedule. Good morning, Patty. It's great having everybody here this morning. Exercise. You have to take a dog for a walk, and you get some exercise. 15, 20, 30 minutes a day, in the morning and the evening. That's a great amount of exercise. They talk about social interaction. When you're out walking your dog, there are other people out walking their dogs, and uh, people write about the interaction they have with other dog owners. I know, another thing would be, the dog park. Hi, Dominica. Wow, everybody's around this morning. The dog park, where the owners talk while the dogs interact and play, and that's been written about quite a bit. There's health benefits. Animals help relax us, lower our blood pressure, reduce loneliness. I know I feel that. I mean, I come home and my cat's here, or I wake up and my cat's there. Or when I go to bed, he's there, snuggling up with me. So it definitely helps me from feeling all by myself. People write about the impact on their self-esteem of having, coming home and having this animal, particularly a dog, so happy to see you. Or when you leave, they're sad to see you go. The whole, the effect of having to take care of an animal and succeeding in doing that helps people's self-esteem. Helps people focus. Right, but again, having to make sure that you're taking care of your animal properly. And again, feeding, walking, or you've got to go out and buy food, make sure you've got food in the house, that there's water for your pet, that you schedule time for just pet time, play time, cuddle time. All these things are important, so, and they all have an impact on how we feel about ourselves, help with our self-esteem and our self-confidence. I mean, it really is amazing the impact that a pet can have on us. Somebody to talk to. I sometimes talk to my cat, and they really, they're good listeners. They'll just sit there and okay, and they're fun. You can get toys. Again, with the dog, they're more active. Take them out. The ball throwing thing. Apparently, dogs really love that, and it's actually a great exercise for you as well. But they're just fun to be around, and the antics that they can get into, and the cats can do really funny things, and they love, knocking. They get her some toys. My cat isn't a big toy cat, so I get him toys, and he just kind of ignores them. And I need to talk a little bit. There are some drawbacks before you get an animal or get a pet, particularly a dog or cat. It takes time. You have to have the time, particularly again with a dog, to walk the dog, play and exercise the dog. You have to be able to stick to a schedule. It's a big responsibility, which is a really good thing to have, and it helps us focus and all that stuff I talked about, and that carries over into other areas, sort of like focusing on work or students' homework and so on. You have to be able to keep the schedule. It's a big commitment, and you have to be able to follow through. And there's costs for sure you have to be aware of. My cat BZ, that's his name. I forgot to tell you when I introduced you. He had a growth on his shoulder, and I had to have it removed. Had surgery at the local animal hospital. That was not inexpensive. He's older, and he has kidney condition. He has some special food. That's more expensive than earlier in his life. So you have to be able and willing to bear the cost of having a pet. And as they get older, the costs definitely increase. I can attest to that. And so, if you don't have a pet right now, don't just go right out and adopt one without thinking about how you're going to fit it into your life and how you're going to take care of it. But they're lovies. They're so sweet. Everybody I know who has an animal, whether they have ADHD or not, you can't, you get them talking and they can't stop. So that's it for this morning. I don't want to go on and on. You ever heard about the 12-step program for people who talk too much? It's called On and On and On. I made that up. Okay, everybody. Anyway, so it's Monday morning, start of the week. Have a great week, everybody. I'll be back Friday morning, 9:30, with another Coffee with Coach Ted. And take good care. Bye-bye.